And I wonder as we, hear the dialogue more and more, and as we are hopefully moving the needle a little bit, how do we bring the dialogue from merely saying that I'm not a racist to the consciousness of actually being anti-racist?
Yeah, I appreciate that question. So I think for me at least, I mean, for so much of my life, I was in that position of saying I'm not a racist. And, even when I was being targeted in racism, my response so often, um, most of my childhood especially, was ignore it, right? Turn the other cheek. And that's a survival tactic and a safety mechanism. But there's also something baked into that psychology that says, just don't engage, right? Like this is not something to touch. And it was after 9/11 really that I became conscious of the fact that if I didn't start doing something, people I knew, including people in my family that I loved, could be killed, right? Like the stakes all of a sudden just seemed totally different. And that's when I think I really started to recognize that it's not enough to just let things go, that we have to be more proactive. And so I think when we realize that individually, and I think we all have to get there, and we realize that the stakes are too high and the urgency is too great at this moment, um, then we find the reason to invest personally, right? We have so many competing interests and so many things to care about and so many problems in our world and in our lives. We need to figure out how to make this a priority. And then once we do, um, then the next steps feel much more natural, right? I think like a lot of issues in our lives, like the hardest part in the process is acknowledging
Yeah.
that we are part of the problem and that we have a problem. And once we can do that, like it's so liberating. Like you feel so free to engage and you want to work on it. And so I think, yeah, putting down the armor and letting go of the defense, and being open to the possibility that we're part of the problem, I think is a huge step in the process.